I'm back here at BC Brewery where they are building a community through beer. They are gracious enough to have me come back and I'm going to shoot another video here. I'm here today with the head brewer and my good friend, Jim Wagner.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Doing great.
Awesome.
I want to go over some different style and types of beer.
Okay.
And you're the man to talk to about that.
All right.
What do we have today?
Well, this first beer I brought out is, we call it Herding Cats, and
Okay.
it's an American-style IPA. IPA stands for India Pale Ale, so this beer is very hoppy, moderate amount of alcohol, very flavorful. So you're going to get a lot of citrus notes, a lot of floral notes, and even some tropical notes out of the beer.
Well, it does smell good. Let's try it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the hops. That's really good.
Yeah, so this beer gets hopped several different times during the brewing process. It also gets hopped in the tanks. So when the beer is coming out of the serving vessels, there's a bag of hops that is basically acting like a tea bag right in the beer. So you're going to get that extra kick of hops.
All right, so since we're here at BC Brewery, they also have food. What would you pair this with?
Oh man, it'll go with almost anything here, but I would say definitely the spicier tacos. So any of the tacos that have either heat or spice to it, perfect.
Okay, sounds great. All right, our second beer today is...
This one's a pretty one. This is Raspberry Flamingo, so you can see the color on it. This is a sour.
Sour, okay.
But don't let the term sour scare you.
Right.
It's more tart. It's not mouth-puckering sour.
Sour, it's the yeast. Type of yeast?
Well, we use a bacteria. We use yeast too, but we use a bacteria called lactobacillus. It's basically similar to the same strain that turns milk bad.
Oh,
But this is
okay.
but this is a good control.
Okay.
We actually isolate it, control it, and it gives the beer a little bit of tartness, which goes really well with all the fresh raspberries we throw in here because that's got the sweetness to it. Very refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing. Almost like a wine. Spritzer
Almost
kind
like
of.
a spritzer. Yep. Because again, the sour is not extremely sour. It's on the moderate side.
It's on the moderate side.
Yep.
So I was reading that these things are. This would be like considered a Wild West sort of sour, where you take different stuff and put it into.
Yeah, it's to an extent. Yeah, it's also mainly referred to as a kettle sour. So what we do, we actually take the wort, send it over to the boil kettle, and then we pitch the lacto and let it sit for 1 to 3 days. Watch the pH, because the pH is a direct indicator of how sour the beer is going to be. So I can control that. I can make it just mildly tart like this, all the way up to mouth-puckering sour if I wanted to.
Okay. Then what would you drink this with? What kind of food?
This would go well with like a salad.
Oh, okay.
Also, I guess one could say a dessert, like a mild dessert, nothing real heavy. And also, even the tacos that are not spicy or, just on the mild or easy eating side.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. Jim's coming back with another one from the bar. Here it is. What do we got this time?
This one's a crazy beer. The style is called a Goza, the base style. Its roots date back several hundred years, but documentation of it first being brewed in Germany was like 1740.
Oh, wow.
So a Goza is basically a mildly sour German-style wheat beer. The two ingredients that kind of set it apart are salt and coriander. So both of those ingredients are utilized in this, but then we take it a step further and make it even more interesting by adding honeydew melon and cucumber.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's a cucumber melon Goza.
That sounds like it should be fairly refreshing.
Oh, it's very refreshing. It's one of our biggest sellers here.
Oh, wow.
So you get that
That's
cucumber, you get that
cucumber,
melon,
yep.
you get a little bit of salinity from the salt. Instead of just using traditional salt, we use pink Himalayan salt.
Oh, yeah.
Gives it a really nice character, more minerally than
Right.
just regular salt.
And what would you pair this food-wise with?
Again, this would go real well with a salad. It almost very similar to the raspberry flamingo, a sour, or any of our tacos that are on the milder side, not the spicy side.
Okay, great. Question for you: how many different style and types of beers are there?
Several. Several. Hundred.
Hundreds.
Yeah, so you basically break down the beer category.
So I can make a series out of this.
Oh, you can definitely you can keep this thing going for years.
We might have to try that. Thanks for having me out here again. As always, I enjoy coming here.
Awesome.
The food's
Glad
good.
to
The
have
beer is
you.
always excellent.
Awesome.
We should do this like more often.
We will. That sounds good. I got a number of beers that we can go through. It'll last us for months, and we're always coming up with new beers. So.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.